Yeah, this has been a long time coming, Frank. Mark backed this. I couldn't even tell you how long ago, and it arrived over the weekend. And I thought we might do an unboxing because people have been reporting that they've been getting all kinds of extra stuff. Just
Did you go over the Kickstarter before we started?
I did not know.
So you'll have no idea if it's extra or not.
I'll have a pretty good idea of what will be extra.
So this is Kingdom Death Monster Gambler's Box. For those who are just listening, Kingdom Death Monster is the collector's poster has now been ripped in half. The new paper map is no longer. Actually, let me. Here, you hold this down, Jimbo, and I put the box.
Okay.
You hold that down there. It's upside down anyway.
This
So, oh, look at the scratches on that, man.
is the gambler's chest.
Yeah, so Kingdom Death Monster is a giant campaign system, which is very interesting. You sort of wake up in a hole, all is black and dark, and there are very odd and interesting monsters trying to kill you.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
like baby hands.
yes, exactly. Like a lion who, instead of front paws, has human hands, or an antelope that has been disemboweled, and its teeth, and has teeth all along the disemboweling injury. So fun, wholesome things for the whole family. No, do not attempt.
Yeah, definitely not family friendly in any way.
No.
And we'll have extra boxes for the sake of extra boxes. Oh, it's very dark. Can you see it even on camera? It says Gambler's Den on the side there. Man, oh man. So this was...
Oh my goodness.
He's notorious for just adding more and more stuff.
Yes.
Especially even to the basic thing.
Isaac Poots, the mind behind Kingdom Death, has something of a reputation for coming up with an expansion, for example, Gambler's Chest, and then not being happy with what is being offered to his players, and thus they take forever to fulfill, but are frequently stuffed with
Good
a
Lord.
just ridiculous amount of stuff. So as you can see, these are all plastic sprues
Oh my god.
for the various.
So what he did was, you don't so much play a character in Kingdom Death as you play an item set, and so they've made it so you can upgrade your miniatures every time they get new items. So they'll be what they call WYSIWYG if you're in the know-how, which means what you see is what you have, and so you can make your figures look exactly like the items that they've got and update them as they go along.
I definitely should have looked at the at the Kickstarter to refresh myself on what was being included. I can definitely see this is the beginnings of the Crimson Crocodile here. The Gambler, obviously.
And yeah, we're not going to open up these bags because stuff could start falling out.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to.
But this looks like some sort of bone set. Like a bunch of armor. No, too much glare. Yeah, it looks ridiculous though. Man, oh man. There's even musical instruments in this one, which is weird.
Well, there are some instruments. The whisper harp, for example,
That could be what I'm looking at here.
that you can equip frequently with neat effects. And then, as you can see, this is
What was that
Gambler's.
giant monster thing we loaded? That was it's like just a bunch of. What is that?
I suspect that some of those boxes may be multiple. Like so, some of those bags might all go together to form one monster.
So yeah, so it's very much you go in and fight one large type beast. It's not a whole bunch of skeletons or a bunch of goblins and his one weird demonic-y
We
type
have
beast.
the punch boards. We have a new, smaller board, I suspect, for a specialized encounter. We have
This is the 1.5 sort of upgrade thing too, is it not?
Yep, new character sheets, just way too much glare off of that. The new Gambler's Chest. Yes, this will also include the update for to bring Kingdom Death up to 1.5. The Dreaded Pack, which gives you more item slots, but is dreaded and probably does horrible things to you in the meantime.
See, this is the kind of stuff that I love. Do not open until instructed. Crazy.
Yes, and we've got all we have discoveries. Scout
What
discoveries.
You could also call this paperwork the game, because it's equally just as much keeping track of your little village when you're done the fight, and deciding on what your little village is going to what technologies.
You research technologies, including languages, which lets you in turn craft things, craft additional things.
Is this the save box? I think this is the save box.
That would be great.
It says settlement on it, so I'm assuming this is your settlement, and you just store all your stuff in it, maybe.
Some of these look like they might be new. Yep, presumably for some of the new monsters that you encounter.
And it's completely cooperative. The bad guy is controlled by an AI deck. And that's what some of these are here. But I don't think there's any reason to open up any of these. They're not super colorful or.
Yeah, I don't think there's any.
And that's all that's in that. These are the.
Yes, apologies. I really should have looked at what was all included, so we would know if and what was included extra. I didn't. My apologies.
And so this is the kind of thing that the items look like, and you sort of make a little grid of items, and they all with these bands on the side. So if you get matching bands, they get all sorts of different benefits. You can see this without the glare. You can see this puzzle piece here. So it means if you get this matching, then you get this special benefit on the bottom. Cool. Rare gear. Grand Kingslayer. I'm sure that's not.
It's super rare. That's quite the sword.
That seems super meaty. Yeah, you start with nothing. Literally nothing. You get to swing
you have a cloth around your waist, and you have a stone shard.
So I guess what we thought was going to be a lot is not so much. Without like opening up all these packs of cards and just showing you like weird art.
Like homicidalism. You adopt homicidalism.
Now you're extra friendly to be around.
We'll find out what that means as we play.
All for one. With their permission, you can spend other survivors' survival as though it was your own. Limit once per round. Yeah, I'm sure they'll definitely agree to that. And like you said, new character sheets.
Yep.
Anything else that on the back side? Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, okay. maybe don't put that on camera.
We won't. So yeah, it is not without its flaws, but I guess that's it. Is there anything else on the backs of these that looks interesting enough to throw up there?
I mean, there's tons of these little booklets that all might reference their own.
Exotic Bone Bracer. Failure. The monster stops the hit with its blade and kicks the attacker away. Perform True Ghost Step. Oh, that sounds super fun. They suffer 10 damage and knock back 10 towards the nearest board edge.
Wow.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all.
Yeah, that sounds quite bad.
The Smog Singers.
The
Oh boy.
Smog Singers.
Can't wait. They sound like friendly.
Yes, and then more AI decks for monsters we haven't encountered yet, and some new the Crimson Crocodile, and
The Crimson Crocodile.
the King, just straight up the King.
Oh, these are. That's what these are. These are
Dividers.
Card dividers. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So many cards.
The Bone Eaters.
Is that undilating?
Undulating.
Undulating, gotcha. Can't see through the glare. Undulating belly slime. Yeah, it's opening its mouth in a silent scream. The monster engulfs you in overwhelming smog. Oh, yum. Blood glass shards. Yeah, so it's dark and dismal here in Kingdom Death Monster.
Yeah, it's very much so. This is not a Kingdom Death is not a happy setting.
And the main box is this again, just as big, but it's thicker, right?
Yeah, taller and wider.
Taller and
it is
wider.
even larger than the Gambler's Chest here.
So I guess that's all I have to show you. Not much, because we're not going to go through that giant box of figures. There's really not much detail there, and there's a chance of losing stuff, so probably not a wise idea. But these, let's just take a quick look through these, because these are the new...
These are the new crafting stations.
These are like buildings and stuff. So yeah, so when you're doing the settlement phase, you can have built some of these, like a gaming gazebo, and then you get all of these choices of actions to do when you're doing your base phase, and they'll give you interesting things, like the Fortune Lantern Sword. Depending on, so like when you kill the beast, you get its parts. Like so when you kill the lion, you get like the lion's mane and a tooth
exactly.
and a claw. You have a chance to get all these things. Then you take this stuff home and you build these weird buildings. Oh wow, look at that. The Keeper of Dreams.
Oh wow. That's pretty cool.
The Skinnery. Crimson Crookery. This doesn't even have a name. This just has weird symbols. So I'm sure you forge really interesting stuff there when you don't even know. You probably find some weird 2 times death metal, 1 king's collar, 1 skull, 2 leather, and 1 antique bangle. Gives you some sort of death halberd. All right, I will not waste any more of your time. This is the Gambler's Chest from Kingdom Death Monster. Ridiculous amount of stuff.
Yeah. Tons and tons and tons of extra stuff.
See you on Saturday, 12:30 p.m., where we are going to be playing My Father's Work. 99% sure. Bye-bye. Say bye, Joe.